Alrighty guys, what is going on? In the spacious Pavlo and I am back, and today I gotta talk about some bullshit, like some straight up bullshit. Like, this is some massive bullshit. Like, I don't know, but oh, and by the way, I'm trying out different camera angles, so let me know which one looks best on my webcam, and yeah. But if you haven't heard the news, apparently Trump is going to get rid of DACA, or DACA, as Mexicans know it. And, well, not just Mexicans, any immigrant knows it. But, so here's the thing about it, is that first he calls us criminals. He's like, y'all need to go to school. Then, Obama was like, you know what, I agree, you guys can't be criminals, but, like, y'all's also can't be going to school and having to be worried about getting deported. That's the whole point behind DACA. DACA is so immigrant children can stay in the country, still study, because that's all we want. We just want to study. We want a better future for ourselves and our families, because one day, when we have kids and children's, well, when we have a wife and kids, if we don't have a proper education, it's going to come back to haunt us. Like, trust me, I have cousins, uncles in Mexico who never got a proper education, and they struggle every day, man. Like, you have no idea how much they struggle. And then recently, one of my cousins, he actually went to school and became an engineer. And he has a really nice house. Why? Because he focused up, he studied, and that's what studying does to people in Mexico and in other, like, third world countries, I guess. That's what studying does to us. It helps us out a lot. So that's why we come here, is to pursue a better future. I honestly don't understand him, because at first, I believe at one point during his campaign run, he was like, you know what? I'm not okay with them, like, just running across the border, but I am okay with them, like, studying or whatever. Oh, this is messed up. Hold on. He was like, but I am okay with them studying, as long as they do it legally, whatever. DACA is a way they can do it legally and still stay in the country and not break any laws. I honestly don't get him at this point, because we're following what he wants. We're just trying to get a better future, and he won't allow this. And by the way, when I say we, I just mean, like, all immigrants as a whole. And before I ask, no, I'm not an immigrant. I was blessed with being born in the United States. I don't have to worry about, getting deported. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. But I do believe strongly that not all of us are bad hombres, that all we want is a better future for ourselves, our kids, our families, because at the end of the day, it hurts to hear it, but money truly does buy happiness. It may not be permanent. Well, it may be permanent happiness, because think about it. Any old person who has to work isn't happy. Any old person that has a lot of money is happy, because they don't have to worry about stuff like that. It applies with kids and people that are like 30, when they're still working, and they should be working. And studying will, like, let us almost kind of be white and be able to enjoy retirement. Because, no lie, this summer, the 2 months that I wasn't, like, in the country, no lie, I shit you not, I went to Mexico, and at one of the stores, there was this old man. I don't know how old he was, but he seemed like in his 80s or in his 90s. And he was sitting, still selling stuff all by himself. I don't know if he has a wife. I don't know if he has kids that he has to support. I don't know why he's still selling. Did his kids not want him around anymore? That's the sad reality about Mexico and about any other country. Any country in Latin America. You don't see it if you always stay in the United States because, there's always ways that old people can enjoy life and not have to work. But in Mexico, unfortunately, that's not the case. I don't know about other countries, but I imagine that we're all in the same boat. And all we want is a better future for our kids. It's for the kids. So now that, he's kind of almost taking away that chance for younger generations to be able to study and to be able to become engineers, lawyers, communications majors, whatever it is. Aeronautical engineers. I don't know what else. Managers, CEOs, businessmen. The fact that he's just basically taking that away from immigrants, it's bullshit. Like, I'm probably not even gonna censor this shit out because it has to be said. I mean, it's just pathetic what he's doing. There is no other way around it. And, I mean, I don't know. All we're trying to do is get a better future. We're trying to, improve our lives. And he's saying, nah, man, you're not gonna be able to do that. And I forgot how many people are on DACA. Hold on. Let me check. How many people are on DACA? There's a lot. There's a lot of people on DACA. Okay, it shields almost 790,000 immigrants in this country from getting deported and still being able to go to school, go to college, graduate high school. And no lie, but my mom was the only one that got the opportunity to go to college in her family, I think. Yeah. My mom was the only one that had the opportunity to go to college. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. According to her, she worked her ass off to be able to get into college because her family's not rich in Mexico. That's where she grew up. So, just the fact that he's taking away a big advantage that some immigrants have that are on DACA, it's unfair and unjust. I mean, because imagine this. Imagine like some shit happens in the U.S., right? And the living conditions just aren't good anymore. Like your grandparents have to go back to work, you know, everybody has to go back to work, and then, like England, for example. England is like turns into the new land of opportunities. You're like, hey, why don't we go to England? Like, it'll be better for us. Not only is there poverty, there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of shit going on in Mexico. There's a lot of corruption. Actually, quite recently, they released a video of a man who was literally being held at gunpoint, a politician who's being held at gunpoint in Mexico, and he was forced to hand over 5 million pesos. Do you know what that can do in Mexico? It's tragic that Trump's doing this. I mean, I'm not one to say, oh, he should stop. Well, I mean, I am one to say he should stop because it affects people I know. I just don't agree with what he's doing, and I don't think many people do. But that's basically what I wanted to talk about today. He is taking away many opportunities that people won't have ever again. Like, there's a very slight chance that these opportunities will ever come again in these immigrants' lives. So, I don't know what's gonna happen. And keep in mind, to apply for DACA, you have to give them your address, you have to give them where you live, your parents. You have to basically give them everything. If DACA gets torn out or gets torn apart, all those people enrolled in DACA, their family members, they will be targeted. And they'll have to go back to their previous life. They'll have to go back to whatever shitty situation they were in. And I don't think it's fair for us to do that to people who just want a better future for themselves. It's been Spacious Pavlo, guys. I hope this maybe changed your mind or hit you in the feels.